Well, hello from the Bismarck Airport. One thing you do not like to see at an airport. Are you ready for this? Can you see that? You can't. There's too much glare. It's a jetway with no plane at the end of it. Plane's a little late. Heading for Washington, D.C., so Wrapup will be in for me tomorrow on the Common Sense Club. Going to give you a little after the show here in a moment. One thing I did have time for, by the way, at the airport was some gourmet food. Take a look at this. What we got here? We got Diet Coke. Yes, very nice. We have, ooh, yes. Those are good. Cheddar cheese crackers, aren't they delicious? Healthy. Yes, we want the little fruit cup and a banana. And as far as you know, you didn't see the Reese's Pieces in there. Anyway, so that's what we're doing here. Just to give you a little recap of what we did today on the Scott Hennen Show. In our first hour, we talked to Congresswoman Kristi Noem, just to get the South Dakota lay of the land on all these town hall meetings, how things are going. She said the South Dakotans she's interacting with, town hall meeting in Sioux Falls and a tele-town hall meeting with seniors from all across the state, very positive. Ultimately, people are grateful at what they're doing. We talked a little bit about the controversy over the 2011 vote. She said, hey, that vote wasn't for leadership. That vote was for cutting spending. And there aren't a lot of bills we get a chance to cut spending, so I voted for it, defended it, and had a good chat with her. We also said, you know what, it's time for folks to engage, whether it's tea parties or getting to these town hall meetings. Obviously, the professional protesters in the left are going to go to these meetings, so it's up to us conservatives to let our voices be heard and get these town hall meetings. And Rick Berg has another on Friday in Grand Forks. I hope folks go to it. It's very important. Chatted with Governor Dalrymple, and he talked about spending. He uses a number of about 5.7% a year in growth in ongoing spending. The rest, obviously, is one-time spending. Very excited about the infrastructure projects and what that'll do for the state. Talked to him about spending being too much, and he said, you really got to differentiate the one-time spending. Then we talked to Al Carlson, the House Majority Leader, and he said, he's hearing from people that say spending's too much, but when he gets down to, well, what would you do without? Devil's Lake, infrastructure, this project, that project, nobody wants to cut anything. So anyway, they're defending this, about a 24% growth between one-time spending and ongoing. By the way, Al Carlson's number is about 6.5% a year. The governor's at, I think he said 5.3 or 5.5, as I recall correctly. So anyway, they continue to defend the spending, which we'll hear about. Now, my big thing is we need to compare it to private sector growth and get a real number on what that is and just make sure that is by a healthy margin outpacing whatever the government's spending. In our final hour, our middle hour, rather, we talked to Harold Hamm, the blue-collar billionaire. He talked a little bit about what are the reasons oil prices are up, and it really is a supply and demand issue right now. Also talked about some of the challenges in North Dakota. Right now there's a heck of a problem at Cushing where oil is priced. They're taking a big discount down there right now because of the Canadian oil coming in. So that was interesting. And also, of course, North Dakota already has a long-standing price discount because of the pipeline issues. So while there's a lot of good in North Dakota, there's a few challenges too, including high lifting costs. He was here today for the USGS Geological Survey hearing to determine whether or not they'll be reassessing any of the issues concerning how much oil is under North Dakota. And then we wrapped up with Jim Martin of the 60 Plus Association talking about the need for entitlement reform. That's not me. Karen? Thompson's? Melinda? Yeah, not me. Anyway, plus the plane's not here, so they can page me all they want. Anyway, and Jim Martin for the 60 Plus Association saying it's time for real reform and backing these cuts up. So Rob poured in for me today, rather tomorrow, and I'll be back Monday on the program on the Scott Hennen Show on the Common Sense Club. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.